Morning, y'all. Hey, Tanisha. Tanisha, you be the first one. Right after Elise, and then Elise come right behind. Elise, how you feeling? You good? They holding you down? You alright? Hey, Sherry. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Urs? At least feeling good this morning. That's a beautiful thing. Hey, Clarence Alfred, what up? Hey, Rain, how you doing this morning? Damon, what's good? Tamika, how you doing this morning? Brett Murray, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Brett Murray, Concerts for Causes. This Saturday, before we had a big Bowie comedy show, we going out to Bowie Center, to the Bowie Town Center, and Brett's having his event from 6 to 8. I'm gonna go drop by there and then come to the after show at Joe Clair show after Brett's show. So Joe Clair's show is the after show for Brett's show, and then that's how the thing's gonna go. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, good morning, everybody. Good rain. Looks like the majority of us are attending the 10 p.m. show, but come on, bring your ass. I'm gonna act a fool all weekend. You hear me? I'm acting a fool all weekend. I think I got a new beat over here. I think I got a new beat over here. Can I play the new beat? Let me see how this new one sounds. Let me see how this new beat sounds. Hey, this beat crazy. Watch this. We can't be doing that. Be Humble say, hey Monica, where you been? What up, Monica? Be Humble say you coming to the Improv, man. Listen, come to Bowie. I'm trying to let you know. Come to Bowie, man. Oh, y'all like that track? Y'all like that track? That new track? My bad. You like that, Stephanie? It's a headbanger. I can play it again. I can run that mother again. It's 9:05 in the morning time and we just getting started. It's a brand new track that I just made the other day. I'm running it again. You know what? Because Stephanie said it was banging. Where it go? Where that track go? You better not. I better not find it. What's up? Oh yeah. Now where it go? Oh, I can't find it. Oh Lord, where it go? Oh, I don't know where to go that quick. You want me to run it back? All right, hold up. Here it comes. Hold up. There it go. And it's all for love. I put that. This all. Here come the bang. Time I'm running a new track, brand new track, running it back for Stephanie. It just, you know what I'm saying? Yes, Stephanie. Yeah, this is Father's Day's beat. Irvin, what up? Made this on Father's Day, and boy, it got my head on now. Alright, it is 9:08 in the morning time. Joe Clair live. Previewing a new track, and let's get to real estate after this. Woo! I'm telling y'all, listen. Listen to me. Linda, listen, Linda. Linda, listen, Linda. I have a Stephanie. I haven't done a rhyme specifically for this track, but I got something like 200, 300 rhymes sitting in this phone right here. So I'm gonna go back through and find one that's suitable. You understand what I'm saying? All right, here we go. Moment of clarity. It's time for a moment of clarity. Let's get to this moment of clarity. Oh, yeah. Woo! All right. All right, everybody. 9:09, 9:10 in the morning time. Let's get to a moment of clarity. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning. Big comedy show coming up this Saturday night. Northrop Realty, Share Zoe. But right now, moment of clarity. Moment of clarity is brought to you by a big old Namste. It's brought to you by my folks at Share Zoe, my folks at Northrop Realty, and Joe Clair and Friends Comedy Show this Saturday night. Push and purpose. Y'all see what it says? It says push and purpose. See it? Look right there. It say push and purpose. Wrote this back 2 years ago, damn near. Push and purpose. We all want the biggest, most best life we can have. Well, this morning I'm telling you straight up and down that you've got to get your purpose front and center in your life and then push yourself up and out of your comfort zone to get there. You want that big best life? You want that life that you see other people having? You want your version of your big best life? Put your purpose front and center and then push yourself out of that comfort zone to get to the purpose. That thing that makes you hop out of bed, that thing that keeps you up at night, the things that keep you going, the thing that you're willing to be tired and worn down for. That's your purpose. Your community, your passion, your family, your children, your career, your impact on the world. That is your purpose. That push is when you dig deep and find those parts of you that make you go further. But Joe, sometimes it's hard. Well, everything is hard. That's how it goes. But to leave your comfort zone, You got to go outside of it and see the rest of the world. If you always do the same things, you will always get the same results. You want better? You want more? You cannot get more doing the same thing that's getting you this. If you want this, you're going to have to do some extra. Because if you're getting this and you keep doing what getting you this, all you're going to keep getting is this. If you want this, you got to do some extra. I don't know what that is. Time for you to figure that out. You are stronger than you think, too. Don't forget that part. We all have this inner strength. Yet most people never tap into that strength. We have it. It's sitting right there. We get conditioned to be comfortable, not to exert ourselves, not to do extra. We live meekly instead of boldly. Meek, M-E-E-K. You live a meek life. You don't ruffle feathers. You don't push outside. You just kind of get comfortable. Well, you keep doing that, you're going to keep getting what you want, what you got. And you are stronger than you think. So make sure you use your strength. To get to this purpose and to this push, you got to learn some new things. The only way to acquire a new skill is to try. You got to try. You got to try. I know it feels weird. I know it feels crazy having to try something new. But I'm letting you know, you got to get some new skills. You may fail the first several times, but that is how you learn. That is how you grow, and ultimately you succeed in new endeavors. The reason you learned in a classroom when you were a kid because everybody was doing the problem and you didn't feel like you were in a comfort zone then. Right then, you were in a comfort zone, but now you got to learn by yourself. And you out of a comfort zone. Don't make no difference. Get your ass over there and learn something new. Get in shape. A body at rest stays in rest, and a body in motion stays in motion. Get your body moving. Even if it only means taking the stairs instead of the elevator, take those first steps to get in shape. Get in shape. Do a little more. Push yourself to do more than you did yesterday. Even 5 minutes more of an activity or job can add up over time. What could you do just a little bit more of today? You got to get to know yourself. When you push yourself, you get to know yourself even better. In the end, we are only competing against ourselves. It is through exertion and pushing yourself that you will come to know your own limits, your own beliefs, and your own strengths. And then you get to build momentum when you push. When you push, you start building momentum because one day adds on to the next day, adds on to the next day, and adds on to the next day. And even if you miss a day, you start feeling bad because you had that momentum going and you get back to it. Listen, man, you trying to get that big best life? You trying to be better than you used to be? You sick of what the results that you getting? You got to push. You got to find purpose, and then you got to push to that purpose. And to get to it, I just laid out those things. I'll post this on my stories today. That's your moment of clarity. Namaste, and I bow down to the divine in each and every one of you. Amen. I know I ain't the only one. Tina Pink, what up? What's good, Buffalo? What up? You got to push through to get to the next level of this life that you're looking for. And you keep going, you keep going, you keep going. You know how you see those stories of people who are in their 80s still running marathons. Why do they do that? Because they are not done. And you're not done. You just have to tap into that inner that you have and then get your ass moving. You going to look crazy. You understand? People are going to point. People are going to have something to say. Y'all should see how many people leave shitty messages for me about things they see that they don't like when I on here, with comedy, with television, with radio, with all of. I don't listen to none of that shit. Man, fuck that. Fuck them. Kiss my big black ass. Well, it ain't big. I got a narrow black ass. But what I'm saying is, hey, Brittany, what I'm saying is, go do you. Get outside of that comfort zone, man. You never know what you can achieve. Now you are going to fail. Failure comes with it. You got to get 1,000 no's or 100 no's before you get that yes. Failure comes along with it. But boy, I'm going to tell you, I'd rather have failure on my way to greatness than just regret. For me, regret was the worst. That's the worst thing. Regret is, that's I can't, that's the one. I can't do that. I can do ridicule. I can do people shaming me. I can do people telling me I'm goofy and you weak, Joe, or you some bullshit, Joe, and all that other shit. That's fine. I don't have no problem with that. But me, something that I didn't do, something that I had the power to get up and do and I ain't take care of it, yeah, I feel like a bitch at that point. Real talk. That's when I feel like a bitch. That's when I feel like I let myself down. That's when I feel like I'm not living up to my potential. That's when. It ain't when somebody got something to say. It's when they don't have nothing, when I didn't do something. You understand what I'm saying? It is 9:18 in the morning time. Tina Pink, is this your first time in here? All the way from Buffalo. Tell Quincy hop his big head ass on in here too. Anyway, I played a new beat this morning. There you go. Shireen say, look here. I was laid off 5 times at a job. Then a lady called me and it changed my life. 8 years later, I had been promoted 4 times at the current job. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. You know how many jobs I've been fired from? BET fired me like 3 different times. Give a fuck. That's just how it go. That's just how that shit go. Let's play that new track that I just put up this morning. Here we go. Made this on Father's Day. Joe Clair got that heat. I made this on Father's Day. Dodge your head to this. This is what I made on Father's Day. Woo! Alright, let me turn it down. This thick like Texas heat. Yeah, this is a big old track. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, that's the track I made on Father's Day. It is 9:21. Hey, Denise Ellerby. I knew some Ellerbys. Denise Ellerby, I had some Ellerbys used to live on my block when I was growing up. Tim Ellerby and his sister Janice. You know them? Man, that thing feels so good. It is Wednesday. We need to talk real estate today. Hey, Louie, what's good with you? This is my Father's Day track I made on Father's Day. We just in here. That thing right there. I made this on Saturday. I mean on Sunday. I got a new joint that I just made, but it ain't mixed or nothing. You like that, Denise? I got a new. Let me run this. Oh shit! All right, we got a real estate question we got to get to. All right, we got a real estate question we got to get to. Yeah, that was a track I just made on Sunday for Father's Day. I ain't put a rhyme to it yet, but you know what I did? Kev Lee say, nah, that ain't it. That thing don't bang. He don't like it. Kev, you don't be liking nothing, but that motherfucker heat right there. And wait till I put this rhyme on top of it. Oh, God. It is 9:23. Hey, K, guess what? Hey, Kev, guess who I'm sitting here making a record with, too? Trying to make a record with Bill Dance from MOP. I just sent that joint off. We gonna see what happens. Yes, indeed. This track fire. I don't give a fuck what Kevin say. Kevin say he don't like that track. What y'all say? Thumbs up for the track. Thumbs down for the track. Kev say he don't like it. Here we go, Marcus. Thank y'all. I think the beat fire. I think the track is fire. Now, this ain't the MOP track. This is the Me By Myself track. Oh, Lord. All right, let's get to this real estate question. Sorry. D-Wall said more cowbell. Right, more cowbell. All right. How can I fire my current property manager without breaching the contract? You have a contract with the property manager. Have you expressed to your property manager that you are not happy with their work? That's where it starts at. You need to have a. If you're going to try to get rid of them, make sure that you have a. Joe Clair is real estate. Bitch, come buy a house. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Nicole. How can I find my current property manager without breaching the contract? Well, one, if you have, make sure you have a paper trail. Make sure that you have an electronic paper trail of the, that they're not living up to the work. And make sure that you have a contract, paper trail where they may have either breached the contract or that you feel like that they need to be let go because you vote of no confidence in this property manager. That's where you're gonna have to start. How long is the contract for? And did you contract a company with them? Is this property manager part of a corporate structure, or is this just an individual? Hold on 1 second. Gloria say that beat needs some bass rhythm. You got put your headphones on, Gloria. It ain't nothing but bass in that joint. It ain't nothing but it ain't that whole under them drums ain't nothing but bass. My bad. So you need to talk to the company. If you have so start with that as well. You need to go to their supervisor and let them know that you are not happy with the work that this property manager is doing for you, and you're ready to pull your contract. Remember, that company needs your business. That company needs you as a client, and remember your power in this regard, in this thing as well. So you better contact the immediate supervisor and let them know that you are not happy with the service that you're getting from this property management company. They are a bad representation of, blah, 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 blah. And start from there. I don't know, what clauses are in that contract. You better believe that if this property manager works for a corporate structure, they have some type of clause in that contract that you sign that does either protects them from you getting out early, or there's a clause in there probably with a get out early stipulation that you have to pay a penalty for early, trying to end the contract early or something like that. So make sure you do your due diligence. And if it's been more than a year, it should be now. If it's been a year and it's part of a company, Monica brings up something very, very important. If it's been more than a year, then there should be a clause on how to dissolve that relationship. Yeah, something should be sitting there. It does. It does have a clause in there on how to dissolve the relationship. Man, you have to start there and make sure that you have everything nice and tight on your end. All your I's dotted, all your T's crossed, so that you can sever this relationship cleanly. But you also better find yourself another property manager if you have tenants already in there. If it's tenants already in there, you do not want to go for too long without a property manager. I know for myself, I trying to add any extra shit to my plate is always problematic, and who suffers is the tenant, the client. The tenant will always suffer if I try to take on the property management duties when I'm supposed to be doing the landlord duties. You understand what I mean? So make sure that you find somebody right now. Start looking for somebody right this second. I see you, Karen. See you Saturday night. Make sure you have somebody in mind to come in and do that job for you, so that your clients do not suffer, the tenants don't suffer. You feel me what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Anybody else got real estate questions? He says, is there an issue with the property management company or a specific individual assigned to manage your property? And that's a distinction you may want to make for the company. Let them know, because this person may have complaints at other sites that they work, at other properties that they manage. So that person may be problematic, and it may not be the company necessarily. Or, if you are having problems with company policy, their customer service, they don't call you back when they supposed to, they treat you like a low man on the totem pole, by all means, go find someone else. Our property in Florida, there's a property in Florida, Fort Lauderdale. We had to do just that. Thanks, Ed. We had to do that. Our property manager was not calling us back. He was treating us like, we was some shit. We were out of town. We were out of state owners, and, absent owners often get the short end of the stick. The property manager could play all kinds of tricks with you. We kept having all of these, everything kept being broken. I was like, why the fuck is we just put new shit in there? Then I flew down that motherfucker and surprise, on a Friday, I showed up on their ass. Oh, we ain't had that problem no more. It wasn't no more problem. Is it hard to get into buying commercial real estate? Buying is easy. All right, I hope I answered your question with the property manager. Is it hard to get into buying commercial real estate? No, Buying commercial real estate is easy. You just got to have some money. Do you have to have a license to sell small mini malls or small commercial real estate? To sell commercial real estate, you have to have a license. You have to have a license to buy and sell real estate in the state of Maryland. You have to have a license unless you're doing like sell by owner. You're the owner and you're selling. You don't need a license for that. But when you're buying, if you're helping clients, if you're involved in any, you got to have a license for that. But to get into buying commercial real estate, real simple. Do you got some money? And when it comes to buying commercial real estate, you have to know your numbers. It all comes down to, how much they're gonna charge you per square feet. And then yes, Northrop does commercial real estate. Hell yeah, Northrop does commercial real estate. You got to know your numbers. How much is the square footage going to cost you for the commercial real estate that you're buying? If you're buying something that's brand new, what are your additional build out costs? If you're building a restaurant, if you're building a store, if you're building an office, what are your additional build out costs? If you walk into let's say you walk into a sort of a empty building, like you walk into a building, it's just a floor there. Then you got to put the walls in. You got to put the offices in there. You got to add, the duct work and the electrical work and all those other things. And that's part of your build out. And what you do is when you're buying commercial real estate, if you know what you're doing, okay, you walk into a situation where it's a brand new building. None of the floors have been built out. You just walk out of the elevator and it's just a empty concrete floor with glass. You can see all the way through. Then your architect goes in and designs the space and all of that shit. But you got to know you want to get it for the lowest you can for the per square footage. Then you want to make sure that you add up all of your costs, your build out, your labor costs, material costs, all the permitting, all any additional shit that might pop you. What do you call that? You put money aside for contingencies, and all of that other shit. And then you also in real estate have to factor in how quick you can get a tenant in there to pay for the office build out that you just acquired. So let's say you have an office. Y'all ride by an office and you see any office building, you see this big ass sign on the sign that says, lease, and then it has a number. When you see that on a office building, it's just like anything else. Right now, somebody owns that building. They have to pay the monthly mortgage on that joint, and they hoping that you come in as a tenant to lease it. You understand what I mean? It's just like anything else. And when you so there's a bunch that goes into commercial real estate, like your relationship with the builder, the person that you let's say you bought. If you want to buy the building, there's some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s about that. Make sure that when you're trying to build something like an office building in commercial real estate, if you're buying it, they want to, you have to show that you have the money, and you have to show that the money is in a certain way. You just can't show up with a goddamn bag of cash and get it done. Then there's that triple net lease. There's that triple net lease. Tell them, Jay. So commercial real estate has a lot of working parts, Kevin, that go into it, but it's doable. People do it every day. It can be extremely lucrative. I know some people who were residential, left that alone and went straight. What just happened? I'm out of focus. Y'all see I'm out of focus? Oh, there we go. Let me get back in focus. There you go. And there you have it. Any other real estate questions? Any other real estate question? Hey, Monique, good morning. I was playing a new beat this morning that Kevin said was some trash. I think it's fire. Anybody else got real estate questions? choose to do residential over commercial real estate because it's more complex. You choose to do residential over commercial real estate because it's more complex and more profitable. Residential is my expertise. I got into this really to from a social work standpoint, from a social justice standpoint, I need to help my community out. We need to be able to buy and sell with one of us on the inside. And so that's why I am all residential. I'm sure eventually I'll move into commercial. But right now I am all residential. You feel me? You feel me? Anyway, questions. Now, yes, Kevin, commercial could be much more profitable, but it's a longer process. A commercial deal might take you a year to get done, but the commission on that commercial real estate on that deal might be, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. So it's worth the year, but you got to be hungry for that year till that motherfucker come through. You feel what I mean? It's always a trade-off. Any other real estate questions this morning? Real estate questions this morning. 9:39. I don't know if y'all been watching the DMV zone. Y'all see my homegirl Marina has had her baby. She had a 9-pound boy. Maureen Ume and Jacqueline Matter are sitting in with me. How do I get started with what, Deshaun? Sitting in with me while Marina is on maternity leave. How do you start what, Deshaun? Yeah, she had a 9-pound boy. You talking about commercial real estate or residential real estate? Which one you talking about, Deshaun? Yeah, we had a 9-pound baby done came through. Land banks is a commercial real estate. All right. She wants to know how you get started in commercial real estate. Go get that license. Go get that real estate license, and specifically you want to hone in on what licenses you specifically need for your state to practice commercial real estate. I don't think there's anything it varies state by state, so check out what your state requires and go get that license. My license only took me like 7 weeks. I was doing class twice a week, 6 to 10 for about 6-7 weeks, and then that's how I got my residential license. So go and find out what your state requires for you to get into commercial real estate and start there. And then find a mentor. That will be your second thing. You're going to need somebody to walk you through this shit. Somebody who is knowledgeable, who knows what they're doing. While Craig and I are partners, Craig also he's a pseudo mentor. He knows a lot more about real estate than I do. He's been doing it this long. I've been doing it this long. So, I do sort of look at Craig as a mentor. Oh yeah, I had to take a state test and a federal test. She told me to mention that. You had to take when you get your license, there's a state test and then there's a national test. I had to pass both of those. And I messed up on the state test once. I had to take the state test twice. I only had to take the national test once. I see some other questions. Kevin, I don't know much about land banks. I'm not going to speak on it in depth. Hit me up over the weekend. Hit me up next week about land banks, and I guarantee you I know all the shit. I'll break it down for you next week. Is wholesaling still profitable? Yes. Is wholesaling still profitable? Yes, yes, and yes, and yes. But also no, 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 and no. If you are any real estate business is profitable if you are a go-getter and you get in and you go get. Is wholesaling profitable if you're just trying to do it as a side hustle? Probably not. Because you're competing against somebody who does it all day, every day. And they out here being sharks. You know what I mean? It's not a game. So wholesaling can be profitable if you are a hustler and you know what you're doing. And so that's how you can get it. You can get into wholesaling tomorrow, and it can be very profitable. Or you can get into wholesaling tomorrow, and it can cost you everything you ever had. It's about hustle. It really comes down to hustle. It's just like there's no good time, no bad time to buy a house. It's a good time or a bad time according to your individual circumstances. It's the same as wholesaling or flipping houses or becoming a commercial real estate license or a residential commercial realtor or a residential realtor. If you do not get in and hustle like you're supposed to, it's always a bad time. You know what I mean? Kevin. So Kevin say, them dudes call me about selling my home every day. You hate them dudes. Look at it from a bigger picture though. So what Wall Street is doing, Wall Street sets up call centers. They have lists of homes that are either that they know could be profitable if they were to flip them, or homes of owners who live out of state who might be thinking about selling because Wall Street is buying single family homes en masse. ENMASS, en masse, means a whole bunch of them, because they see a future where more people will rent. They call me all the time. They call me all the time for all of my properties, except for the one that I live in right now. That's a good sign. That means our economy, that's a good sign. It's a good sign, meaning that, your house is still, somebody still wants it. What I would say is take the steps to find out what it's going to take to get the money that they see in it. If they're calling you, they see a profit in your home. I'm advocating that you be the person who gets the profit, all of the profit that your home should be able to generate. And I don't mean just, what happens if I renovate it and sell it? Well, what about if you renovated and put a tenant in there and it became passive income and you lived elsewhere, and someone else who lived in that house not only gave you some money each month, paid off the loan that you took on to renovate the home? What would happen in 5 years when that loan is paid off? Every bit of money that they were paying to go to that loan now comes to you as passive income. Yeah, Wall Street, that's not just an ATL. Yeah, Jay, that's everywhere. That's the country. Anything you see happening in your city, your state, your county, your subdivision is going on everywhere. And that's how they able to get over on us. That phone call that Kevin is getting seems like they just calling me. No, they calling. That person hangs up from you and then calls somebody living in another state. And then calls somebody living in another state. Or concentrates on all the people that live around you who might be willing to sell their home. It's game. It's big ass game. It's big gigantic game. Because we have we're in our comfort zones, which take us back to the moment of clarity that we had today. We're living our life every day in our comfort zone, not even realizing that we're in this little box. But somebody's sitting out here in this big ass box looking at you in this little box. And you think, oh, I'm controlling everything. Nah, there's another level and another level and another level. Why would Wall Street want to buy your little home? Once they buy your home, they may be able to sell the loan let's say they take out a loan to buy your home. They may be able to, one, sell that loan for a profit. But let's say they earnestly are buying the home to renovate it, right? Remember, Zillow had that as part of its business plan. Zillow was trying to buy up all these homes, renovate them, put them back on the market for a profit. But it was too scattered, too spread out. Contractors wasn't laid up, so they had some of the same problems I had. Oh, goddamn, we got all these houses. We don't have enough contractors to go in there, quality contractors to go in there and do the work at the level that Zillow needs it to be done. So now we sitting here holding all these fucking houses, and Zillow had to get rid of that inventory. Who bought it? Corporate Wall Street. Wall Street bought the motherfucker up, and Wall Street said, oh, we gonna make a profit because we gonna rent to people forever. We gonna make you feel like you can only rent. You feel what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? Tough decision when the house has sentimental value. If the home has sentimental value and you are not going to let it go, then you have to turn that into a money-making venture. Here's a piece of advice that a black woman gave me. There is no emotion when it comes to these houses. Sticks and stones. Uh-huh. Yeah, they gonna low. So, Kev say, well, they keep lowballing me with their offers. Fuck yeah, they lowballing you. They want to see if you gonna bite. They want to see if you gonna take it. They'll offer you the lowest they could possibly offer to see if you gonna bite. They say, how about if I give you 2 pennies? Right? Let's not forget, we live in America. Manhattan Island was bought from the Indians for some beads, right? Buy low, sell high. It's how America does it. So they're going to offer you the littlest, shittiest money they can, Kevin. And if you bite, it's on. But if you talk to them, you see they got to negotiate with you, and you might be able to get them to get up. But then again, why would you give them all the profit when you and your family need to profit way more than they do? The only problem is we don't want the hassle. Oh, that's a headache. Renovating a home is a headache. Oh, doing these extra shits is a headache. I'm in my comfort zone. I don't want to do nothing extra. Therefore, somebody's coming by with a solution. They can buy it from me, and then I'm good. Uh-huh. And then you come back 2 years later and see that same home being sold for $2 million. They bought the home from you for $350, put another $200 in it. They in for $550, but the house going for $800,000. So all in all, they made a $300,000 profit. And guess what? The money that they borrowed went straight back to the bank. So they walk away with $300,000 in profit, and you walked away with that $250 thinking that you was doing something special. That's game. This is the America that you live in. This is the real estate question I really like, real estate conversation I really like having, because they gaming you every day. Even if you own your home right now, go back and look at your loan. If you have a 30-year mortgage, right? If you pay your mortgage every month like you supposed to for 30 years, you know you actually pay double the fucking mortgage that you took out. So if you took out $200,000 in the end of the 30 years, you done paid $400,000. If you took out $500,000, you done gave these people $1 million at the end of the 30 years. It's game. And it goes on all day, every day, all day, every day. It's something that we don't think of. I think about it all day, every day. Because it's going on all day, every day. You feel me? That's game. So, if you could pay a little extra each month, you take that $1 million you was going to give them down to closer to the actual number that you borrowed. The more you pay down over time, the more you pay closer to what you actually borrowed. Now, let's get it twisted. Banks are not loaning you money just so they can get their little money back. No, banks are loaning you money. Lending institutions are loaning you money so that they can make more money on the money that they loaning you. That's where the percentage comes in. You feel me? So, yeah, I'll loan you this money at 6%. So I give you $1, you're going to give me $1.06 back, right? Now, the longer you take to give me my $1.06 back, the more I'm going to charge you. I can charge you monthly. I can charge you every day, right? And that's where the interest rates, that's why when you be paying off them credit cards, you be like, I just sent them that money. You just paid interest. You didn't pay principal. And interest can add up over time and extra fees and all this other shit. Read your statements. They put it on your credit card statements. Pay the minimum amount, and this is how much you will pay over the life of the loan. Or if you pay extra, this is how much you will pay. Where Robina at? I look dead at her and they say, "No, my bad, Robina. I'm sorry, baby. I ain't even know that was you. I ain't even realize that was you." Y'all say a good, beautiful hello to my good friend, Miss Bina Boo Huey. My good friend. Hey, love. Hey, love. Hey, love. So she asked, what is corporate rental? Corporate rental is when, let's say you take a job in another city and you're going to be there 6 months. The company has taken out apartments. They own an apartment. They own an apartment that you can go live in for 6 months. It's a corporate rental. That's what that is. So this what we was talking about this morning is the real estate conversation we need to have more often. And remember this, just like any other industry, the mortgage and housing and home housing industry, banking and real estate work hand in hand all day, every day, 24/7, 365. While you sleep, while you dead, while you whatever. Real estate and banking own everything. Is it better for sentimental owners? Oh, corporate? Nah. No. If you're a sentimental owner, hold on to that property. Hold on. Insurance companies, let me put it to y'all this way. And most of the people who are on here are black folks. Just know that they have been watching our dollars ever since we started getting our hands on them. We collectively are seen as the easiest target of consumers because we won't read our credit card statements. We won't look deeper into our shit. We be happy just to have, oh, I got a new car. Oh, I got a new house. Oh, I got a new coat. Oh, I got some new shoes. Oh, I got a new, and we do not collectively look into what the fuck I just did with that money. And the country, at this point, we've been doing it so long that the country counts on it year in and year out. There was a time where I was trying to build a comedy club in Atlanta, Georgia. And you know you have to do market research. So before Starbucks moves in or before any name brand chain moves into any community, they do market research to find out if that community can sustain the business, right? Well, there's another piece of research they do. It's called black market research. Or it's not black market, but basically, they do research on how much money in that community is sort of off the books, which is our money. You know how we buy shit in the barbershop, or we use check cash in places, or we don't spend our money the mainstream way. You know, we robbing Peter to pay Paul. We might hold on to this money. They even do research. They do research on that amount of activity. Guess who wants that research? Guess who wants that research? Family Dollar, Dollar General, check cashing places, them tobacco places, and all those places that service people who are in that socio-economic demographic. Look at that research, say boom. So you wonder how a goddamn liquor store, tobacco store, fish place, another tobacco store next to another liquor store all pop up. They did the black market research while you was too busy looking at everything else. While we was too busy looking at everything else. And that's game. That's game. They've been running that game on us all day, every day. We so busy because we have to work. We have to pay our bills. We have to take care of our kids. We do not have the same support that other communities have. We easy targets. They pluck us off one by one and they count on it. They count on it. Them check cashing places. And then Kevin asked, well, how did they, Kevin said, well, how did they get the information on our home? He said, how do they get the information on our homes the same way they get information on anything else in America? You got more, you be surprised the number of forms with your signature that's just out there floating around. And think about how long you've been signing shit in your life. That's how they can get that. It ain't that hard. If women can use Instagram to find a nigga when he in Turks and Caicos sneaking, they can definitely find the banks, the insurance companies, the mortgage companies can easily find the information on your house. How do they get the information on our homes then? How do you privately own a property to keep info away from the public? How do people of notoriety hide their name from the property? LLCs and trusts. You put your home in a trust. In a trust, then the LLC is under that trust, or is it the other way around? Gotta look that up. Gotta run. Then they go to the tax office, the assessment office, tax assessment office, and can find out all kinds of information from you. Listen, y'all, it's 10 o'clock. I gotta bounce. Think about your real estate questions for tomorrow or your relationship question for tomorrow. Yeah, tell them, Monica. You can look up the value of anyone's home online. Super easy. All you need is the address. There you go. You need my help with real estate? Hit me up 240-761-75931. Joe Clair is real estate. Bitch, come buy a house. Badoo. And that's how that goes. Yup, the LLC goes under the trust. Kevin, get the trust first and then put the LLC under that trust. Family trust. All right, I got to run, y'all. Much love. Look, we got 71 people in here. That's more numbers than we had the other day. All right. I'm getting out of here, man. Y'all go have a great day. Hey, Kev, this track crank too. I don't know what you talking about. This track crank like shit. Kev talking about this track don't crank. Please share this broadcast with anybody who needs to hear it. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I will see y'all tomorrow. Come with your real estate questions and relationship questions for tomorrow. Give me some good shit too. Later, y'all.